DJ Prenup, Heartbreaker and Exquisite Complex on HB Radio. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Yes, sir. You already know what it is. Your man DJ Heartbreaker, HB Radio, HBRadioLV.com. The Function Mix, DJ Prenup, live in the ones and twos, doing what he does.
Yes, sir.
Jay Golden in the back.
You said DJ Prenup?
What's poppin'?
DJ Prenup and DJ Heartbreaker.
Oh, that's
how
man.
We doing it, man.
Y'all out here just taking all women maternal. No.
And listen, the man speaking right now is none other than STUNNAMAN02. Give him a round of applause. We here.
Come on, man. This feels beautiful. I'm happy to be here.
So you're from the Bay. You're really from San Francisco. I like make it real specific, right?
Yeah. Hey, you know the Bay all used to be 415 at one point. It was one area.
I did not know that.
You know what I'm saying? So we really all from the city. You know what I mean? Nah. Hey, shout out to the Bay. Shout out to Northern California. Shout out to California West Coast. Come on, man.
There we go.
So I want to start with your album dropped in January 2021.
Yeah,
it was called I Gotta Feel It, right?
Yeah.
And that's produced by Quake Beats.
Shout out Quake Beats, man. One of the hardest out. Engineering, mixing, mastering, made the cover art, and he shot a couple of the videos.
Let's go.
So the Bay is known for the connection to hip hop culture, like we were saying before.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Bay is one of the pivotal places in the nation that really come together and make music.
Because we ballin'. Come on.
Do you feel like San Francisco's rap scene is undervalued and underrated despite this?
I used to feel like that, but now I feel like we all moving together. Like, we kind of get it. And I feel like it was a resurgence of what was happening 10, 15 years ago when the San Queens, Messy Mars, Big Rich, JT the Bigger Figures was going hard. Now we got really one of our first major superstars, 24K Golden. You got Larry June killing it on Independent. You got Lil Beans, they bang. So I can name names. Lil Kayla going crazy, and myself as well. But I feel like that was the mindset, but I feel like we got out of our own way. We stopped making excuses for ourselves, and we stopped saying white people don't rock with us, white people don't mess with us. Nah, the reality of it is, let's get out this bubble that is the Bay Area. It's a double-edged sword, but let's take it out. Let's take it on one. You know what I'm saying? I
like that answer.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you for asking, man.
Yeah, 100%, man.
You gotta tell me how you got the name Heartbreak now. Come on, man.
We'll talk off there.
Okay,
we'll talk off there about that. All right.
That's classified.
That's classified.
You're gonna have somebody calling like.
Shout out to my wife.
Hey, beautiful, man. Shout out to her, man. Hey, shout out to married couples, man. That's beautiful.
Right, big facts. So what's this I hear about you dropping a project every 2 months?
Oh man, that was their initial plan.
Okay.
So we was coming with it like, I had recorded so much music last year to where I just wanted to get it out. But by the time we got out, I Gotta Feel It, it was just a situation where we just put all that energy into I Gotta Feel It. I sat down and I stopped, and I didn't want to go, I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew. I was like, you know what? Let me put the quality into this and push this. Now we've been pushing Big Steppin, pushing I Gotta Feel It for 188 days. And then I Gotta Feel It, it's almost a year. January 15th, it turns 1 year old. So, but right now, this year, it's kind of like the Lil Baby method. You know what I'm saying? So Lil Baby, he blew up off that song, That's My Dogs. You feel me? Right. Georgia Bulldogs took it, and I think they went to win the national championship.
Yeah.
We kind of synonymous right now because one of my favorite teams, 49ers, they made Big Step in the anthem. You know what I'm saying?
Stop playing.
Come on,
stop stealing my questions too, bro. Okay.
Listen.
All right.
So
we just intertwine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. But that's what Kay was telling me before anyways, that we was gonna get along super tough. Bro.
Nah, for sure, you got to, man. Just good energy. You attract what you are, like you were saying off camera. Like the certain energy is not always conducive to where you want to go.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
talk that talk.
Exactly. It's best to be your best self so you can attract the best individuals. You know what I mean?
So
K-Rich, no?
Yeah, 100%. Hey, speaking of K-Rich is in the building.
Come on, K.
Empire's in the building. Wealthy. Stop playing. Listen, first and foremost, I know this interview is for you, but I just got to give my brother his flowers. And first and foremost, I'm blessed that he's still here with us.
Come on, man.
I love you, bro.
Yeah.
I genuinely love you, bro.
K-Rich is
my
a beast.
brother, bro.
Come on, man.
Hey, one of the first guys to ever really believe in me out of California, as far as bringing artists to Vegas and stepping into HB Radio when he was still a baby.
Dope.
You know,
that's beautiful.
And this isn't our final form.
Nah.
At all, but
y'all Freezer time, Dragon Ball Z.
I like that. But I appreciate you, bro, for real. Like from bottom of my heart, because we talk. This isn't just a DJ relationship or a music relationship. This is just a friendship, and it's grown into. I consider you a brother. So
dope.
I'm happy to see you still healthy and here, bro.
Yin and yang, man. Hey, K. Rich never told you he's actually a wealthy Men in Black agent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Can I borrow one of those?
Pulls out the
Yeah,
fucking laser.
What are
Neuralizer.
those?
There we go. We need one of those.
Listen,
For
listen.
the late nights in Vegas. Hold on. Where am I?
So my question to you is, you know, right now, Big Steppin, like you said, it's blown up nationwide. We're talking
5
major
on the
artists,
book,
NBA,
like,
NFL,
yeah.
49ers,
G-League
Golden
too, I'm
State
telling you.
Warriors,
Shout out to the
E40.
G League, brother.
Man.
Hey, so I'm doing a bunch of those games, and when he
Okay.
told me that we was having you on, so I was like, let me see what.
Oh
he
man,
got.
I gotta
was like,
pull up.
Shit.
I gotta pull
Big
up.
Steppin', bro. South Bay was feeling your shit. Let me
they-
tell you right now.
oh,
South
this-
Bay was feeling your shit.
Oh, this dude right here, he DJs all the NCAA,
Do a bunch.
all the
of
college
bro.
games.
Well,
this is that
let
guy
me know
right
when
here.
I could come hang out with you.
Oh, I got you,
bro.
bro. I got you, bro.
I love coming outside.
Oh,
How,
yeah.
how's it feel to be embraced the way you are right now with you know, athletes and probably other artists that you know from the Bay that you've looked up to?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It's like surreal. I'm appreciative and I'm thankful. You know, I always say this in every interview, but Kobe Bryant, he was like, once you get into a certain space, you don't necessarily get intoxicated by it because this is everything you wanted at a point. I was giving love when I was down. I was trying to be my best self. I was trying to leave things better than when I first got there or when I left so that I could pay it forward and whatnot. So it's dope to just receive that overwhelming love. It's dope to see somebody, you watching the game and somebody just hitting that big step. You know what I'm saying? Like Debo, I couldn't even react. Or I was just like, damn, like he just hitting it, but it's just like this is everything we prepared for. But I'm hella appreciative.
Off
I'm
the
hella
bat,
thankful.
just that answer alone, 20-year plus career.
Hey, thank
Off
you.
the
man.
back.
I appreciate
Off the
that,
back.
man. That's
Off
what I
the
want to
back.
go for.
Now listen,
Off the back.
I don't want to be
20-year plus, bro.
Thank you,
20-year
man.
plus.
I don't want to be a cop like
No.
like my comrade Bootleg Kev, but
don't gotta do
I
that,
heard
man.
through the grapevine that there's a remix coming out with P-Lo.
We got that, yeah, for sure, man. P-Lo, I Am Sue, Show Bang It. Love. I mean, we might get Love Ranch. We're gonna talk about that.
So my question to you is, are you the reason? Because I also heard through the grapevine that the HBK gang is coming back, and I know you can't answer that
Oh,
because
man, come on,
are you
man.
the reason, bro?
I can't take that credit, man. That was one of my favorite groups. I'll tell you a story. The way we got popping in San Francisco since we was 12 years old, started out in Hunters Point, we started throwing parties. Started in the house, and eventually we made our way to we throwing functions. At one of our functions, man, we throw one of the biggest under 18 parties in San Francisco. Every hood there, private school kids there. I went to private school, but I lived in the hood. So it's like everybody there. Unfortunately, a German lady got killed. So from there, they was like, man, y'all can't throw no functions in the city. From there, like 6 months later, a year, I'm like 15, 16, you know, Schmop came out. All the Schmop stuff came out. And they made that song, At the Schmop, it's about 100 BZs, 20, you know what I'm saying? So
That's when the logo first.
exactly, and
Yeah.
that motivated us to take
the
it to
clothing line.
Exactly, it motivated us to go to the house party. So with the HBK, the Schmop Life, it's a different type of connection because that's literally somebody who inspired us to go keep going. So you know, I wouldn't say I'm the reason for it, but I would be happy to know I inspired them, being like, man, let's bring it back. But I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to them.
I love
real quick.
that. I love that, man. I love that. I want to say it was 2013
Yeah,
or
great year.
14 for me.
Trinidad James was popping, Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar, you know what I'm saying. Good
That
kid
I
in
got
city.
the opportunity to DJ for Sage here in Vegas.
Dope dude.
It was entertaining to say the least.
Hell yeah, of course.
He is. I told him backstage, I feel like he should have done stand up instead of being a musician.
He's got
No,
that
he's
energy.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's good people.
Some people just have that talent.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You know, that some of them are, you know, singers, some of them are rappers, some of them have a lot of stuff outside of that. But I know this man's is an actor, aren't you?
It's infectious. Yeah, I'm an actor for sure.
Boy.
It's infectious. You see a lot of people that are at the top, they have that kind of boisterousness a lot of the times, or they got that glow in them that just makes you feel comfortable around them or make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. But yeah, I definitely act, man. We was in the movie. Shout out to Joe and Jimmy, Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Great film. I had fun making it, man.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, yeah,
you're literally
That was my
touching it.
segue.
Telekinesis.
How was that process though?
Oh man, it's amazing. It was long, and I'm not gonna front like it was easy, but
Oh
it,
yeah,
but
it's like 14, 16-hour days.
Yeah, I was ready for it. Even the audition process, because I saw it from really I'm not gonna say the bottom, but the foundation of it. Like really being in a room with our homie Nat. We were just talking about our homie Nat. He's a dope ass chef. That's Joe's brother. We in there recording music and whatnot, and then they just come in the room and they like, hey, we need to practice this movie. I'm like, a movie? And at this time I was hungry to act. I'm like, what's up? Let me read. And then from there went going to the first reading, going to all these auditions over several years, and eventually they end up writing me in the movie, allowing me to help cast as well as write too. So we got some stuff on the way. So just be patient. We coming with it.
Was that your first project or kind of just like
first feature
your first
film,
intro into it? Okay.
I took some acting classes. I did acting in high school a little bit. And
bro, me and Mans is twins, minus the hair and shit.
Nah. But you got it down here, so you feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? So yin and yang. Come on, man. Yeah. So it's like, but yeah, it was dope. It was a great experience. I always had a passion for acting, but I was playing sports, so I didn't just jump into it. I was like, I want to be an athlete, not knowing. This was my purpose.
Exactly. What other projects can you kind of sprinkle out?
Oh yeah.
That you got going on?
Movies or music.
We're talking movies.
Oh yeah, man. Me and my homie. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. We actually. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh yeah, y'all was blocking my beautiful face. Hold on. There we go. Make sure I'm straight. All right. Now we back. But yeah. So music. Drew Bangin. You feel me? We got this project called It's Big coming. Amazing project. We really took the hypey sound. When he approached me, he was like, "Let's champion the sound in San Francisco." And what that means is synonymous with my brand still winning, because all we do is feel me, it's a mindset, it's an ideology. So it's like that project. I just knocked out a project with DJ Fresh. I got Still Winning Volume 2 on the way, and then I just been recording hella music. Movie and entertainment wise, in terms of on camera, me and my homie Gunnin, we actually wrote a series. You feel me?
Okay.
We don't really talk about it that much. Feel me? We gonna get into it more once it's solidified.
And what? It's called Rent Check.
No, that's Mike Evans. Yeah, let's talk about Mike Evans real quick. Hey, he do his research. He tapped in, man. That's how I know you win. But shout out Mike Evans, dope ass comedian, stand up.
Yes.
He got this series called Rent Check. I play something completely different than in real life. I play a police officer and his big brother. He got this dope series touching on not only a lot of great topics, but having that humor in it.
Okay.
So I want to ask you a question, because I was asking our morning show host the other day, just on a personal level, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers in any way. Okay. And this isn't here. This isn't on the sheet. So I'm going off a little bit, but I have to ask. Okay. Because we're gonna get into the everything that happened during COVID and me and K Rich had a crazy conversation about the culture the other day, and people being borderline and underline racist. Okay.
For sure.
So you just said out of your mouth that you're playing a police officer.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Does that make you feel some kind of way in the climate of 2021, 2022?
It's kind of contradicting to my personal beliefs. You feel me? I don't think there's anything wrong with the people who police us. I feel like the system is broken. Yeah. And actually, when I say that, it's really like a paradox, because in actuality, it's working how it was meant to work. Feel me? Policing, the modern day justice system in itself really was slave patrol originally. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when it come down to it, you see all these people, these black and brown people getting super incarcerated, like getting crazy time thrown at them, get arrested, get killed. It's like, it's not by accident, it's by design. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy to me that this is perpetuated in our society. So when I played that role, it was like one of my best friends. The reason why I went to the high school that I went to, I'm the godfather of his two daughters. He's a police officer.
I'm glad you said that.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep going though.
Yeah. He's a police officer, so it's like we had a lot of talks, especially during this time when we doing all this protesting. I ended up being in his wedding with multiple police officers, and I'm joking with him like, man, fuck y'all, but it's love, you feel me? But it's just like when it come down to it, it's like they have a great point. It's like, okay, who would you rather pull you over, me or, feel me, somebody who had bad intentions for you? And then my point is, why are you sustaining a system that's breaking us down? Exactly. So you feel me? It's again a double-edged sword.
So I want to ask you, are you a parent?
No. I got 7 god kids. Though.
Okay,
I'm preparing. I'll be practicing though.
So the reason I asked, here's my question. This why I brought up the morning show host Pookie. Pookie F and Root. Shout out to him. We're both fathers.
Oh, congratulations.
And so thank you. I asked him if. So my son runs around with a police badge all day.
Okay.
He's in a Paw Patrol right now.
Oh, dope.
Cool little cartoon. And I'm against it.
Yeah.
I'm against it mentally and emotionally. I'm against it. And I was telling him like that I'm against it. And he said there's nothing wrong with it. So I guess my question to you is, if you were a parent or you have godchildren, are you against them playing cops and robbers, or putting on a pretend police uniform, again, with the climate of today.
Yeah, I'm not a parent yet, but I know when I am, for the most part, I'm gonna be with whatever. But in being with whatever, I have to explain it to you, maybe in a simplified way to where they could process it, but to explain you the ramification of what come with this. You know what I'm saying? When you hold that badge, say one of my children wanted to be a police officer, when you hold that badge, if that's the decision you make, feel me, it's a lot of power in that. How are you going to use your powers on some Spider-Man stuff, you feel me? So it's like, with a lot of power comes a lot of responsibility. So what is your responsibility going to be? And if I can't force them to do what they do, I can always influence, and all I could do is educate them. So if they well educated, and I know I would do my due diligence on trying to verse them in what's going on in the law, what's going on in history, if they still choose that path, I say choose that with knowing what happened. You know what I mean? And you make your own decisions.
I love that.
facts.
I love that.
Big facts. I had the same conversation with my guy kids too.
I'm gonna need to send every single artist that I want to sign over to K Rich.
Come on, man. It's good. Come on, bring them over here.
Listen.
And also, it's just like
I love it.
influence is heavy too. So you know, like you can't control to a degree what they watch and what they want to do. But it's like with my guy kids, when you get around me, it's like I do things like put my foot down, and be like, hey, we're not eating no candy, no cheese, feel me, we're not eating no carbs, feel me, we eating this. And then it come to places where do something cool, like make a song, no candy, no cheese. Now, majority of my guy kids that have been with me since they was little, they always come around, be like, man, I want to eat salads, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's like, you know why? One of my guy kids, he dope at basketball, he 5 years old, he dropped 20 points like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
LeBron who?
Man, exactly.
LeBron who?
He gonna be here with Bronny, you know what I'm saying, playing. But it's like just that in itself. And I took him to work out, and he has a passion for it. Play football, basketball, and I'm running him. Anytime he talk back, I'm running him. He only 5, and he huffing and puffing. I like, you know why you huffing and puffing like that? All that junk you been eating. And children are so smart, bro, that he just
Sponges
translated.
too.
Man, he just
Sponges,
said,
bro.
man, I'm eating all these fries, chicken nuggets. As soon as he hopped in the car, what you want to eat? I want some salad and fruit. You know what I'm saying? Dad, I want a salad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's early. We can teach these habits and behaviors early. Now, if you are a great parent, I already know, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, where you lead your child is on you. But, you know, people don't talk about the behavioral influences that come with professions. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I love that. Let's give him a round of applause, because what the hell?
Come on, man.
I'm telling you, bro, 30 plus years. I'm telling you, minimum.
Minimum. Man. Thank you, man.
Kind of going back into your endeavors as an artist. I know you are a big entrepreneur also.
Thank you, man.
You got
Appreciate
clothing,
that.
you got a beverage and shit.
Of course, man. O2 Juice. Shout out to LS the Juice, man. Shout out to my whole team. Shout out to everybody that helped me with that. It's a healthy alternative to soda. No alcohol, THC, CBD, caffeine, or cane sugar. It's like a alternative in a way that it's a sparkling limeade.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love sparkling drinks. I love the sparkling water, everything. But it's like, you know, when you drink that soda, it's just so much in there, throw you off. I suffer from chronic eczema. You know, I'm trying to be, you see K Rich skin,
feel it.
feel me?
No,
I'm trying to be
yeah,
smooth
yeah.
with it, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? Out here looking like Luke Cage. He out here asking people, let's go get some coffee. But it would come down to it, you know, I just want to put that in there and just have a health with it to the point where our community, we got so many food deserts, so many bad things put into our community. People are already using coping mechanisms like sipping lean, eating bad food. You might as well, if you're going to use a beverage, if you're going to indulge, man, use this. Or, I mean, if you want a beverage that kind of complements what you got going on, I'm not going to front like it's better than water, but it probably do the same thing as a Gatorade to do for you. All it's doing is putting that short-term boost and energy into you. So, you know, man, the juice is delicious, though. I'd
rather support that shit than fucking Gatorade.
Hey, man, thank you, man. It's coming, man. We're going to be national distributing, global distributing soon. It's big.
So
and then, along with that, you have the clothing line still winning too.
Yep, still winning the brand. We got two kind of sectors with that. We got like the stuff we drop for like tours and stuff. Like I have a STUNNAMAN02 shirts that Ace and our merch team whipped up. You feel me? And then also we got stuff that just lifestyle wear. We're still winning. The whole goal for me is that I want my people to be equal to or better than me. Feel me? They work hard as me. I want them to outwork me. So in that, in every division of what we do, I want the entities that we have to be so well known and so great that you don't even know STUNNAMAN02 is involved in it. No. If Diddy didn't tell you, would you know he De Leon tequila?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? If certain people didn't tell you,
50 Cent, vitamin water,
exactly.
Pass, but
I want to sustain it separately by itself, because I know that if it can be independent on its own, when it interdependently works with my career as well as what it got going on, it's gonna only thrive. You know what I mean? And it's gonna complement complement each other. People gonna be like, oh, this Juice is good. Wait, this STUNNAMAN02? Let me go listen to his music. Man, his music is dope. Wait, he talking about this Juice? Let me go sip some. Oh, he wearing his merch in his videos? Man, let me go get some. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like E40 is a huge influence in this lane for you?
Of course, E40, Zamiron Pratt, Zeminade, Larry June, a lot of people from my section, Master P, like all these just great entrepreneurs where it's just like you can have a nucleus of making music or acting and then you can branch out to go do these other things.
I love it.
The real thing is that the music is the conversation starter and then everything else, the ventures are really what, you feel me?
See, I used to say something similar, but it wasn't in those amazing words. It was more like get your foot in the door with the music and then be able to do whatever the hell you want to do.
Exactly.
Nucleus was 10th grade biology, bro.
Man, you know.
Let me tell you, bro. Listen,
man, I'm just trying to do well as a cell, man.
I heard that shit.
But stay out of one too.
I wanna start.
Nigga, yo, you catch that? Did you catch that?
I heard it as I was about to.
Listen,
yeah.
Listen. 40 plus year fucking career, bro.
Does he keep adding like 5 years every time he says that shit?
And this is
Sammy Davis Jr.
And the reason why I say career is because the respect that I have for you just from hearing you speak.
Likewise, thank you.
It's phenomenal to me, bro. You hear me using big ass words now, because
you not smart over there.
Hey,
Stop it.
Shout out to Gunna Goes Global. That's his favorite word.
Phenomenal.
He got his own juice too. Shout out to Phenomenal Juice. You gonna see that.
The reason being stigma wise is you don't see a lot of us who look a certain way, speak a certain way,
man, for sure.
Especially when they're not wearing a suit or they're not, stepping using a cane, because those gentlemen you already know kind of went to a school, educated. You got some people who look like you, who already have this bad stigma, and here you are just fucking that stigma up. So fucking, bro.
Man, I'm not the only one either.
I'm telling you, bro. I almost feel bad saying nigga to you. I'm sorry, bro.
Say that shit, man. Hey, man, it's
real.
Nigga is a sensitive word, but at the end of the day, it's the reason why it's so powerful because it's empowering and it's a word that can break you down.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just by a simple change of words. So, when you say it, let me say that shit with pride, because at the end of the day, at one point, it broke us down. You know what I mean? And then I don't be too big on trying to check people who not black on saying the N-word, but if you gonna say that, take what come with it. Are you at them rallies with us? You feel me? Are you investing into our communities? Are you helping us out when we need it? If you're not, why you saying this word that broke us down? You feel me? So
I love that.
But thank you, man. I appreciate
that's all I got. Yeah, I'm speechless at this point, bro.
I feel like most rappers are articulate. You listen to their music, the bars. You feel me? There's so many double entendres. Feel me? All them great words we learned in poetry class.
I just want to give you a round of applause for saying that properly, because I had an artist come in here recently who said double entendre wrong, and so that I just read a fucking dictionary or something, guys out there. I don't know.
He failing forward, so it's not that bad.
I want to circle back around the Bay Bridge last year.
Yeah, we was out there.
Police brutality.
Yeah.
Tell us tell us how you saw it.
I saw it all my life. You know what I mean? It's like both sides. I remember 3 years old being like, I don't know how old your son is, but they used to give us stickers. And I used to always want a sticker. One time I was in the hood, I went to go ask a police officer for a sticker late night, and I was like 3 years old, and somebody chokeslammed me. And they was like, man, why you talking to the police for? Don't do that. So that's how sensitive it is in our community. You feel me? So when it come down to it, I didn't understand why, but then when I got to middle school and I'm going to these private schools and I'm going to these high schools and we walking down the street from school and they stopping us and like detaining us for no reason, and like, whoa, I'm not even a thug, so I can only imagine the people that's with it going through it. So I felt it's an obligation when I need to stand up for my people. I'm not gonna claim myself to be an activist, but if my name called for me, I'm gonna put myself in the mix, because I feel like that's my responsibility.
You on the line right there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not just doing it for people who look like me, but doing it for all people, because it's a sickness right now. There's racism, there's xenophobia, there's sexism, all these isms, you feel me? And none of them got game. So it's like, why are we doing this? And I feel like I got to stand up for it when I need to. I'm not perfect, you know what I mean? I'm still a work in progress, but in that moment, I knew I needed to stand up, and I did what I felt was right.
I heard that. Yeah,
so it's a dope. I don't know if you've seen that thing on Netflix with Joey Badass, and it's like he wakes up, it's like Groundhog Day, and he just every time he go outside, he get killed by the police, and he makes it all the way home, and the police still knock him down. And it had all the names of the people that did it, and it was like, damn, nothing he did allowed him to make it, even when he related to the person. So then it comes down to it again. We circle back, like you said, to the root of it. It's the system, bro. They don't fuck with Kyle Rittenhouse, whatever his name is, just got off catching 2-3 bodies. Like
3.
Come on, man. So it's like, it's crazy. You went to a city that not open carry. You have an assault rifle. Feel me? You're a minor. All these things, and now you getting treated like you the number 1 draft pick going to the NFL. Like,
you said to me one of the number 1 things that I feel like people have issue with. Comparison.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to compare.
Yeah.
Themselves to what's going on. Just like me and K Rich were having a conversation, right? My mom asked me a couple months ago. She said, "Why do you feel like I'm Jewish, by the way?"
Oh, dope. What's up? Shalom. That's the right word. Shalom.
Shalom.
What's up, man? We out here.
I like that. I like that.
Man.
Round of applause. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I didn't want to be wrong.
Cut it up real quick. Why not?
Shalom.
My mom had asked me, you know, I my entire life, my upbringing, I never had any white friends.
Oh, dope.
And
Congratulations.
No, he's right. He's right though. He's right.
Some white people be cool.
I'm blessed in that aspect.
Some be cool. You know?
Nah, listen. If
we
you,
love y'all.
If you're mixed, I still have love for you.
Yeah.
I just don't like people that look like me.
I feel it.
Okay. And the reason I don't like people that look like me is because there's too much borderline, underlying racism.
Microaggression.
People don't know how to ask questions. People are not knowledgeable. People are not cultured. And the conversation we had, a lot of it I feel like is either generational, passed down. It's either underlying or closeted racism. And they don't even know it. They have no idea.
Not at all.
And again, going back to comparison, that's the problem. So my mom asked me, why do I think my entire life I always had black friends?
Fact. Yeah.
It's an honest question. And I told her that I didn't know. That I don't know. You know, it's like when you're a child, you know, and it's pure, it's you know, you go outside and you play with your friends and you don't you see color.
Yeah.
But you don't treat anyone differently.
Yeah. Talk.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's another misconception, is that people tell their children or generational to say, we don't see color. No, you see color.
Yeah.
But you have to treat everyone with the same respect. So that was my answer to my mom, and my mom responded by saying, maybe it's because Jewish people and black people have gone through similar things.
Empathy. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but then I disagree, because then I don't want to be that person to ever compare.
Yeah.
Right? So when everything was happening last year and the year before, and really my entire life, right?
Yeah.
Your entire life.
Yeah.
For hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Right? But who am I to compare my situation? Like if I told you a story that, you know, when I was in high school and somebody engraved a swastika into my car, who am I to tell you that story when you're talking about police brutality?
Exactly.
I say, well, I can't, right?
Yeah.
But what we can do, someone who's not of color, to stand next to our brothers and sisters and make sure that we say something, we stand up, and we protect them as much as we can.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Agree with that, man. Beautiful. Well said. It's getting deep on here.
100%.
Oh yeah, we out here, baby.
We getting to the core. This ain't no normal interview.
I'm gonna dig it back out real fast. I know you have a couple other ventures that you're also pursuing. One of them being in the cannabis industry. My question before we really get into that is like, what made you just think of to do things such as going to acting, going to this YouTube series to help with other people who are going through issues, or just even to be a social activist or a vocal activist, even at that, but just to have your different hands. And I know you already mentioned some of your influences, but like
for me
to make that decision is still, it's like it's you people overthink. People are like, man, this is too much to handle. I don't have a team, or my team is too small. Like yo.
Well, like that's a dope question. Well, I could definitely easily say it's attributed to failure and stepping out my comfort zone. Like the reason why I know what I want to do is because I tried a lot of things, man. I had an internship for 850 Bryant Legal Division Police Office just to see why is it like this. Feel me? 16 years old, going there and going to why are we so polarized? Let me go learn. Let me go remove my bias and see what these people are. And that's why I always say there are good people who are police officers, but the system is fucked up. And then going into things like I had an internship with PG&E, and every day I'm going to work, man. There's dope people in there, but by the time it's 11 o'clock, I done already fell asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like coming to like nothing makes me feel like how it feels to be on stage. Nothing make me feel like when you memorize and work on a scene over and over and over, you lose count and you still got to deliver the scene with the same energy every time, and then you see yourself on the screen and you can evoke emotion.
Yeah.
Nothing feels like paying it forward. You know what I mean? Making somebody like, they might be less fortunate. Even if somebody got more than you, it's like being able to give, because, the real blessing is not to take, it's to give, because that means your cup running over.
Exactly.
So it's like, when it come down to it, it's like I tried so much stuff just to figure out what I want to do, and it's like nothing made me feel like this. Only thing I could equate to feeling like making music or acting or doing some stuff out of love is playing sports and being on a football field or a basketball court with hella people, just doing that and that energy, or like, thrill stuff, like, say like jumping off a cliff or a waterfall or something like that into water, or like
an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, exactly, man. So to a degree, but like in a different type of way, to the fact, it basically is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, as a DJ, and I'm sure there's 3 of us in the room right now. Okay. Actually, then there's 5.
Bro,
really,
I'm just pressing buttons, my guy.
He's learning as well. Jay Golden is learning. But what I want to say is that I feel like we do the same thing. We are we're going after a high. We're trying to find that same high every time that we DJ. That energy that we get reciprocated from a crowd. Like last night, got to stand on a stage in front of, I don't know, maybe 1,500, 2,000. What do you think?
Vegas, lit. Congratulations.
Thank you. No, thank DJ AR one time.
DJ AR.
Nah, but that's the energy that we look for. When people are looking at you and they're screaming and they're saying the words to the songs, like that's what we chase.
Yeah.
Dope.
So it's something similar to what you're talking about.
Man, it's that energy, man. It's dope. Nothing like it.
So my question to you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, as you progress and move up in the game, and I don't want to use the quote, your idols become your rivals, or or if you were like disappointed when you met like an idol. My question is, when you meet them, or who have you met in person that's really helped further your influence to continue to pursue what you do, everything that you
everybody, man, everybody, Jeezy, E40, Neff, Polo, anybody that's making music, from the names you don't know. Every time I get around them, they do something that makes me inspired. Man, I don't have my interactions, but I kind of like try to make it like it's a waterproof jacket, and it just slide off when it's raining. I don't really trip off that. But at the end of the day, it's like when I get around a new person, I get inspired. What was your talent? Why did you do this? I mean, it's just dope. Like, all those big names that I met, I never really had a necessarily like negative experience other than how I got my name. I mean, I idolized STUNNAMAN from the pack, and then when I was young, I kind of came at him foul, but then eventually we met as adults, and he was like, man, keep doing what you're doing. So, other than that, it's been all positive to me. And then when somebody is on that type of time, I'm just like, if it ain't directed, it's not respected.
I feel it.
You know what I mean? So it's like nobody really came at me on that type of time, because I'm putting, first of all, I'm putting, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm putting out love, and I'm trying to, if you don't like me, it's probably because you don't like yourself. You know what I mean? So it's to a degree like that.
Talk that talk,
because I'm come around you, I'm showing love and all that stuff.
Talk that talk today.
And I'm not gonna act like I'm the toughest guy in the world. I'm coming with my hands open.
We're grown men at the end of the day.
Exactly.
That's just what it is. It doesn't matter if you're 5'1" or you're 6'3", or you white, black. It doesn't matter. We're men at the end of the day. Have respect, and we'll give respect. Period. End of story.
So it's been all love, but it's like if somebody want to take it there, you feel me? We could take it there. But I'm on some stuff to where I want to build you up, I want to break you down, and I got to protect my empire if you're trying to destroy mine.
Shout out to Pookie for always carrying the boxing gloves in his car, bro.
Man,
hey, he really does though.
Hey, like same here. Man, it's almost a year anniversary. I had on his birthday, man. I apologize, I did that. This dude, I gave him so many chances just to be cool. we had to go drive back to my house to go get the boxing gloves, and I had to press them.
That's okay though. Listen, I'd rather it be that way.
I'd rather be that way than
the
shots.
other ways. 100%. Listen, we could box it out,
too much of that
and then we
lately.
can shake hands afterwards.
Sure.
That's all it is, bro.
Man, that's it.
It's a little friendly fade. Why not?
man.
I've been seeing
If
so much of
brother,
that shit, bro.
if brothers and sisters can do it in their households and their upbringings, we could do it too.
I just feel like we don't have to really be killing each other. It don't make no sense.
Not at all.
And why are you this mad? Like, what did this person do? And then when you are beefing with somebody or you are getting into it with somebody, is it coming from yourself and internal reasons, or is it coming from
people around you?
You know what I'm saying? You know, environment. You know what I mean?
The external influence is fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like jealousy has a large thing to deal with it. People are so happy to really see you succeed, and then they get around, you know, two people that is like, oh, that should be you, dog. And then, you know, that's the seed right there.
Yeah, man.
They plant that seed and it waters, and then they just see how you rise, and then it's crazy because all you do is just give and show love, and they're just like, yeah, man, that fake shit's Exactly. I've experienced that a little bit sometimes, man.
Hey,
but yeah,
if you didn't get the appetizer, it was meant to. You were supposed to get the entree. So it's like, don't trip off that little shit.
I'm telling you,
Bars.
man. Listen.
Are you gonna add another 5 years?
Drake,
Go ahead.
35 plus minimum. Listen, Drake got IG captions. This man has life captions. I'm telling you, bro. Man. Like, yo, you can't fuck with STUNNAMAN right now, bro. I'm sorry. Like, to me, like again, like respect to all the artists that we've had on here. This is probably one of my favorite interviews.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. Likewise,
bro.
Mine too. It's so organic.
Yeah.
It's tough sometimes. Listen, we've been in the industry a long time, and
and y'all thriving.
When some people, some of these artists, I don't know about thriving. I don't know. But when artists come in here, sometimes they not, you know, they not who you think they are, and it gets a little awkward.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward.
Yeah, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I gotta go through that.
I've been in some awkward positions. I mean, I would ask you right now, but I'm afraid you would pull out some boxing gloves. Like on a scale 1 to 10, how bad would I beat your ass? You been seeing those memes?
I would hope. Yeah, I would hope it would be 10. Because in order to fight me, you need everything.
Are we on 10 yet?
Hey, listen.
I hope it's 10.
Thank you for not pulling gloves out, because now I win $100 from Pookie.
Yeah, hey, dope.
He said that I would not ask the next guest that came into the station that question.
For the record, I hope it's 10, because you're gonna need everything in your fuel tank to hang with a guy. So I'm gonna pray for you.
Listen, this man stays in the gym, bro.
Fuck
stays
your life.
In the gym, bro.
Bing bong.
I do need to get into boxing for real though. I done lost a couple fights, but losing them fights helped me be able to be ready.
There's no losing in anything. They're all lessons.
We still winning. Come on, that's dope.
I want to ask you, and I had no idea that the team was wearing the Bay hoodies today.
Yeah, we're gonna jump you next time you ask the other question. And take that hat and them shoes. What size it do? Are you quiet?
This is my size. Nigga, it's popping. No,
all, bro.
This is my size.
How would you describe, in one word, the Bay?
Humongous. Feel me? Man.
That's not the response I was expecting, but I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know, I would say one word, humongous. Feel me? Just in terms of our impact. Feel me? And it's like, I want to say paradox if I had another word, because it's like, I wouldn't say it's backwards. It's just unbelievable to see, like, how would it be like, how are these people independent and doing what they doing, but at the same time it's just like you see something polar opposite of what's going on, but it's still conveying something that's like you understand it. You know what I mean? So I'll try to explain that as best as I can.
I'm gonna ask the question one more time, and I'm gonna reword it just a little bit.
All right.
How would you describe, in one word, the music in the Bay Area?
Impactful, inspiring. All the eyes.
Only get one. Pick one.
Listen,
I was trying to be like Scrabble.
They're all synonymous. They're all synonymous.
Don't help him.
Thank you, man. Appreciate this.
No.
Listen, obviously I don't use that word often.
You know what I'm saying?
They're all synonymous.
Yeah.
You stutter my ass.
Nah, you did
That Stutterman. That Stutterman.
Stutterman.
Hey, Ruben Stutter out here singing ballads. Shout out to my guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, but
Oh man.
Somebody was saying like the other day, like, damn, how do you feel about how much culture the Bay has brought into the industry and they really don't get credited for? It's like, I don't think we really do it for the credit. You know what I'm saying? We do it because that's who we are. You know what I mean? You don't play basketball or something. Of course, the credit feel good. You don't play a sport to be like, oh, you're the best. Some people do, but you do it because you love doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
I feel like a lot of the reason why the Bay thrives is it's not because, well, I'm gonna say it because of the lack of credit. Because artists, producers, entrepreneurs, all that know how to at least get their name on certain things to show that they've made a change or an impact, and it doesn't have to be outright. You know, the people who are doing lighting designs in the movies don't outright be like, oh, Michael Thomas did it. Nah, their names are in the credits. That's how they're forever immortalized.
Legacy, and they just as important sometimes as the main actor.
I'm telling you, just as important. That's what I feel like when it comes to the Bay. Like, P-Lo does music. P-Lo does beats, or he has things. People I know so many like handfuls of songs, but P-Lo got writing credits almost everywhere in the game. P-Lo got producer credits almost everywhere in the game, and that's where I feel like the Bay Area is excelling. That y'all don't have to be
boisterous
and
about
fucking line just to win. Like y'all are winning, bro. Bay Area is winning.
On the low, just chilling. You know, I'm not gonna say it's humble. We just like it's kind of humble about it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, we gonna do what we do. You know what I mean?
And it's almost like you and my like, where you from? The Bay. And I was like, damn, like already people hear that like, damn, you already got a fucking leg up just because I just know what kind of circle you could possibly even be in.
Exactly.
Especially with all the influences.
I don't care what kind of flack I get from saying this, but I'm going to say this, okay?
Shout out
the Bay Area.
The Bay hoodies.
The Bay Area is the most important culture in hip hop history.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, he said it, not me.
I said it. I said it.
He said it. Come on, man.
I'm from Vegas, okay?
I just want to say, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you why though. From the lingo to the fashion to the sports to the history,
entertainment,
100%, bro. Everything, like
even Silicon Valley.
You guys are number one.
Man, appreciate that.
I feel like New York is definitely.
They started it.
Number 2.
He just gotta put New York in there.
You started it.
You see that fitted? No, I'm playing. Y'all play with you.
Hey, yo, son, you already know what it is, son.
Get off my stoop, B.
Come on, man. Hey, hold on. What you talking about, B? Give me mad tight right now, son.
I just want you, Stunner, man. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on, man. Absolute pleasure.
Dope ass interview. I'm having time.
So.
Yeah.
I want to play a little game real quick.
Let's do it.
We'll take a break from these questions, and then we'll come back to the questions, okay?
You got your tricycle? I don't know.
Listen.
All right, so this is a game of true or false.
Yeah.
You ready to play?
Come on, let's go.
Woo! All right, true or false? The letter H is between letters G and J on the keyboard.
On the keyboard. Let me see. G and J. Yep, true. Yeah, come on,
there it goes.
Let's go.
I had to look. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I had to look.
You're funny, bro.
You already know it. Trust and instinct.
Open book test. Hold on. What? No.
You melanated. You got the connection. You already know.
All right, second question. You ready?
Yep.
Scallops do
Shellfish.
Not have good vision.
Okay, I don't even know that.
True or false?
No. False. I don't think they even got eyes.
So you're saying scallops do or don't have vision?
False. Whatever false is. Oh, they do. I don't know. Shit.
All right, so scallops do have vision. They actually have 100 eyes. And,
whoa, that's dope. I didn't know.
They're actually blue. All of their eyes are blue.
Even though we got it wrong, we still winning because we just learned something new.
Listen.
All right. Nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctica glaciers is penguin urine. True or false?
False. Damn, that's crazy.
That's
for real.
That's true.
That's a lot of piss, bro.
So if you drink that water,
that's a lot of piss.
That's a lot of piss, bro.
Why does water taste so good?
That's a lot of piss, dog.
Man.
All right. Question 4. Snow on Venus is made of metal. True or false?
True. Yeah.
There you go.
Come on, I'm back in the game. 50%. 50%. 2 for 4.
All right. So probably the hardest question that everyone goes back and forth on, right?
Come on, let's do it.
While sleeping,
yeah,
you cannot smell anything. True or false?
False. Oh, damn.
That is true. You cannot smell while you're sleeping.
For real? I'll be smelling all them eggs, grits, and bacon on my mom and grandma used to make in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
That's wild shit. That's wild shit.
mean, that's dope, man. Learned a lot today. Learned something new every day.
Now I know this album was also produced a lot with by Quake Beats, right?
Yeah, he made this shit. We made this shit in his room.
How'd that relationship kind of conspire?
Oh man, I was just on this line like, bro, I really want to work with you. And at first he was hesitant, and we had to really like push it together. But I never even heard one of his beats, but I knew I wanted to work with him. You know, divine connection. So I just pushed the issue, and eventually he believed in me. He actually was the one like 2 years ago, like, man, let's make a project. And I was like, nah, I'm on my shit. And I'm trying to make projects with different beats and different producers. Then I finally came to my senses, like, come on, let's get it in.
Yeah.
And then we made something special.
Were y'all like introduced, or kind of like a social media thing?
Nah, we was at this spot called Dirty Pigeon, and I had watched this artist named Fade perform, and Quake was just outside chilling, and then
it was the urine.
Hey, yep, there you go. It was the penguin urine. And then we poured that on the ground and made a circle and then set a spell. Ping was Iggy Otis, you know what I'm saying? And then we was flying like Andre. But yeah, I met him outside a show. Then next thing you know, feel me, it took time, you know. We had the sound that we made that you hear on I Gotta Feel It is like the same vocal chain that we used for the first song my first single I dropped with him, Talk About It, pushed it all the way till it got to the radio 106, KMEL, shout out to Black Mort. But just like that, and just take time to build a relationship like that. He know what I like, he know my BPM, and he pushed me. He was like, he really produced it. He was like, Big Steppin was one of them ones. He played it, I just got all over it. But other things like sliding down Central, he like, man, tell a story. Other things, he was like, man, fuck the other side. He's like, talk about what happened when he was protesting. So you know, it was dope. I mean, it took time, but it was cool. I think he really believed in me after he saw me win a freestyle competition. And he was like, man, you just have so much poise. Like, you just go on stage, hop off, and you just be chilling. Everybody else animated all this stuff, and you just go in there and execute. And I was like, man,
that's probably one of the toughest things for entertainers as a whole, to remain poised. I mean, when I get on a stage, you know, the first thing as a DJ, you know, when you have again, reciprocation of a large crowd, you want to scream on the mic. You want to be as amped as they are, but you have to remain calm.
You have to. Anxiety is good. You know what I mean? Nervousness is good. I mean, it's just how we use it. You know what I mean? Are you going to use it to fuel you, or are you going to use it to fail you?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Thank
you, man.
So you have a marijuana collab right now with SF Roots.
Yep. There you go.
Talk about that.
Feel more pre-rolls. You know what I mean? We got sativa and indica. One sativa's for the front side of the cover. It's like daytime. You feel me? Kind of get you upbeat and going. And then indica is the back. Yeah, what you about to say?
Nighttime shit, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's for him.
Put you to sleep, bro.
Relax. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out. Daytime shit is for me.
Shout out Morris for SF Roots for believing in us. Shout out Gunna Goes Global for lining it up. Shout out Ace for being a part of that. And you know, we just want to it's like if you got water, you might as well drink it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And if you got enough water to spread it around, why not do it? You know what I mean? If it's right there for you, you know what I mean? It's in your backyard. Use your natural resources.
And then you also have a vlog series too, right?
Kind of like, yeah. Hey, all right, this dude's crazy. Shout out to God's Child, man. He'll cook up. He got 3 vlogs he's sitting on from this past week. Like, he just cooked them things up, and then we just put it out there. We just want to keep people tapped in to what we doing. Big thing about me is like, I like to see people's journey. Like, and like with me, I know it's like, I wasn't always had this great. I believed in myself, but I wasn't always at where I'm at. I want to see people who might feel inspired to my come up, or they never dropped a song, to be like, damn, he doing it, and this is what he's doing. He's going to fuck with the DJs and be hella cool and rock with it. Genuinely, he's going to these clubs.
Like the blueprint almost.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just so, because when I was looking, I was watching all these artists and watching interviews, just trying to find game to what people saying, and eventually you hear the same thing. It boils down to consistency, discipline, passion, pushing yourself, getting uncomfortable, and always going for it, and never stop working. Take breaks and rest, but pushing yourself. So.
That's crazy. You make it sound like a job.
Nah, it's love.
No.
It's work, but it's not a job.
That was what I was going for. You can't just do this and be like, put like half into it. No, you gotta put your all into it, especially when you want to rise up in the ranks.
It's a certain thing. Like, I know me, I didn't just happen overnight. I know me, like, it's like you got bad bitches, you got people that's naturally attractive. They don't have to, or people who are naturally, six pack and stuff. They might not have to necessarily work hard for the body that they want their whole life, because it's natural. But then you got people, they can eat. I'm one of those people. I can eat clean, work out 5 times a day, 5 miles or sprinting, doing all this stuff, and I was like, I'm barely scratching the surface of getting a 6-pack. So when it come down to it, it's like, you feel me? It's just a work ethic, and you have to figure out what works for you. You know what I mean? You have to figure out if you want to do something that's, how bad do you want it, basically?
Yeah.
How bad do you want it? Sometimes it's easier for people, sometimes it's not. But if you want it bad enough, you're going to do what it takes. I just know.
And you got to stay consistent. Like,
got to.
Consistency makes shit much easier because then you get that habit form.
Exactly. And I know me with this, I just love it so much. I don't know what else I would be doing. Like, a year ago, I was like sitting in my room. I was like, what else would I do right now? I don't want to go work in the office. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I love doing this. You know what I mean? So it's like, when it come down to it, I'll do not anything, but I'll do everything to, feel me, push myself. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
STUNNAMAN02.
That's me.
HB Radio, the Function
HB.
Mix. We appreciate you tremendously, bro, for pulling up.
Had to.
Big shout out to Ace. Big shout out to your team. Big shout out to K Rich Empire.
Still winning. 10-15 management.
Anytime you're in Vegas, your family, please
pull
up, bro.
Just pull up, bro.